We all know the way the famous carol goes. We three kings of Orient are. Bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. But what if I told you that they weren't kings? The Bible never counts them, and we have no idea where they were really from. Today, we learn more about the wise men in this Christmas story. I'm Reverend Ian Collier, and this is 2 Minute Methodism. In Matthew's Gospel, we hear the story of wise men arriving in Jerusalem from somewhere east of the city. They asked to see the newly born Jewish king, based on signs they saw while they were stargazing. While the scriptures never give them names, Christian tradition has assigned them the names Balthazar, Melchior, and Caspar. The word used to describe these men in scripture is magi, which is the same word used elsewhere for magician. It's also the title for priests of the Zoroastrian religion in the Parthian Empire, which stretched in Jesus' day from Syria to India. Most likely, these men were religious officials in Persia, serving the same role as Daniel and his fellow dream interpreters served for Babylon in the Old Testament. While the carol mentions 3 of them, the scriptures actually don't say how many magi came to Jerusalem and then on to Bethlehem. What it does say is that they brought 3 gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. All of these would have been incredibly valuable and appropriate gifts for a king. Yet the combination of these takes on more significance by later Christian theologians, who use them as a teaching tool to help explain the significance of the birth of Christ. Origen writes that gold symbolized Christ's kingship. Frankincense showed that he was God, since incense was offered to God in the temple. And myrrh, an embalming spice, foreshadowed that Christ would die. Interestingly, St. Gregory the Great looks at these gifts as models for what we should offer to Christ today. Gold, symbolizing our wisdom. Frankincense, a symbol for holy speech, like the prayers rising to God. And myrrh, that embalming spice, for the sanctification of our bodies, living as those redeemed and not controlled by the sinful, death-dealing world.